50 years ago, Honda introduced the first Civic, and it was a very modest car back then. Pretty small. It had a trunk, a little 1.2 liter four-cylinder engine, manual transmission of course. And it also came with a little wood applique on the dashboard and an FM/AM radio standard. Of course, that was a long time ago. Obviously, the Honda Civic has grown and it has matured over these years. And now we're at its 11th generation. This is a 2022 Honda Civic hatchback. Oh, wait, sport touring hatchback. We'll talk about that more in just a moment. I'm Randy Stern, and this is Victory in Reseda. The Honda Civic's maturity has already been rewarded. It is now the reigning North American Car of the Year, and for good reason. At first glance, you may notice that there seems to be a design evolution from the previous generation model. Honda worked on smoothing out some lines and shapes to make it cleaner and easier to the eyes. The 2022 Civic now rides on a 107.7-inch wheelbase for both the sedan and the hatchback. There is a difference of around 3 inches in overall length between the two body styles. The biggest visual change is out back, where both the sedan and hatchback wear horizontal taillights across the rear deck. The glasshouse profile may appear to be a carryover from the previous generation, even against the new roofline. As I mentioned before, this tester is the hatchback body style. I will admit that this is the better looking of the two, with the roofline tapering down to the rear deck to a small lip spoiler and a large hatchback opening. In the sports touring trim, you get a honeycomb upper grille and a set of 18-inch alloy wheels. Step inside the Civic and things are completely different from previous generations. The instrument screen graphics are high-end and easy to read. There's a lot of information available for the driver to decipher and use. I also like the new steering wheel and controls throughout the cabin. They are easy to use and offer excellent logic. The honeycomb pattern across the upper grille can also be found on the trim for the vents. That's a cool detail indeed. Crowning the center stack is a 9-inch infotainment touchscreen. The Civic offers wireless smartphone integration as well as wireless charging. Bose adds 12 speakers to the mix with solid sound throughout the cabin. Up front, you get a pair of big, supportive, and pretty comfortable leather seats. I found a good position behind the wheel to handle what the Civic will throw at me. Rear seat room is a mix of good legroom and okay headroom. After removing the cargo covers from between the wheel wells and on the hatch itself, you can fold down the rear seats for longer items or for a full day at the mall. This sports touring hatchback comes with a 180 horsepower, 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. This is truly the perfect engine for this Civic. It has plenty of performance all around, from street shunts to a relaxed highway cruising. This tester came with a continuously variable transmission driving the front wheels. This CVT is better than you think. It does very well in matching throttle response without going into whine mode, while giving you the right revs at the right time. The ride quality of the Civic hatchback was very nice. The longer wheelbase does help in balancing out the car and helping to keep an even keel on better surfaces. It also does a decent job managing road imperfections, especially those that have become winter potholes here in Minnesota. Handling is also very good. You can maneuver the Civic around some hazards with ease. There are 3 drive modes available in the Civic. Normal and Eco offer a normal set of settings for the steering weight and transmission gearing. In these 2 modes, the on-center feel is fine, but it could use some more in-lane control. When you flip the drive mode button into Sport, the steering weight becomes heavier and the revs go higher, even during highway cruising. However, the turning radius is very good and maneuverability is tight overall. As for the brakes, the pedal feel is what I expect in a car, the right amount of pressure and response down to the calipers and rotors. The Civic turned in good stops in normal, panic, and winter situations. The 2022 Honda Civic is offered in two body styles, sedan and hatchback. Each has at least 4 trim levels to choose from, plus a 200 horsepower SI sedan. Pricing for the entire 2022 Honda Civic lineup starts from $22,350 for an LX sedan. Our sports touring hatchback tester arrived with a sticker price of $31,260. So here we are, 50 years later. And what a good car. No wonder why it won North American Car of the Year this year. And hopefully some more accolades. Maybe Vody 2022? Who knows? However, this is a great car. It's worth the buy. If you can find one right now, grab one. So if you like what you've watched, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell to find out when our next video is coming out. And don't forget to click on randystern.net to read all the great content on Victory and Reseda. I'm Randy Stern. Thank you very much for watching.